Hello and welcome.
Hello.
That game is loud.
That game is very loud.
I
real quick.
forgot. Damn it. The universe is falling. Oh god, no, we're both changed the volume.
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay,
very
now it's
loud
good.
for me too.
Yeah, well, I also changed, so then I will like, ah!
That was also very loud. But yes.
Am I loud today?
Hey, Spectre, damn, that is fast.
Damn. That's like funny
yes.
cowboy reference. Quick, fast. Here, inserting.
But today we are probably going. Well, we're definitely gonna go to find Everard, and tell him we opened the door. And I think it is still very smart to mainly look for the fridge.
Dang.
You have specific Disco Elysium streaming senses.
True. Well, that's Spidey senses.
True.
Not like
yes.
Iron Man. Does Iron Man have senses?
Also, one thing I did kind of realize is we never go in here. Maybe this part here. This key
lazy things.
But still, like, this is the bookshop,
yes.
and it goes up. But here on the right, the only thing here
not realize
the
that
door
was accessible. Maybe it's barred off. Yeah, it seems like it's barred off.
Oh wait, you can interact to this.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I have to turn it down a bit.
This is a big already getting distracted from what we were doing. That's a lot of buttons.
Slipstream SCA? Like in the video gaming of car?
I want to press the empty card, though that probably is the one that you want to do last because it's mysterious and probably what's behind the door. So let's go from top to bottom.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Okay, I do love that little thing that Kuno probably just presses this button 7 times a day.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh no.
I mean, the thing is, the top one, we hate both Kuno and Playsanky. We hate both of them. So making them go to war even more could be either really funny or it could end very badly.
That sounds like the best two possibilities.
But I really love this is the police, please open the door. This is the most funny one I've heard so far that is just, hi, I'm the police, and I don't know why.
I don't know why I'm the police. I was looking for the library, and they were like, "You're hired," and I'm like, "I don't even have a gun," and they were like, "You don't have a gun."
And I also love. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I don't have anything important.
They're all very interesting, and half of them shouldn't be.
All good. Which means I'll probably need to do the dice.
Dies.
Okay, so we do the dice because...
Yes.
I mean, I don't think
everything is on the chart.
Yeah. Okay, we're trying random doorbells.
Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one
Yes,
isn't
they
even
are.
working properly. Please don't
Is
call
the
us again.
next
Thank
one
you.
also?
A single
They're all
beep
gonna
indicates that the line has gone dead.
they're all gonna connect to the same thing, and you're just trying to get other people. And it's like, go fuck
You hear
yourself.
the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore. You hear the same
Okay.
waiting room music,
I
but
really
no one
hope
picks up the receiver
she'd pick up
anymore.
again. Just like, why are you here? Okay, hair super curly Americans.
Super girly ass.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Oh,
What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's
Maybe
hair.
it's ska, like the music.
could be. Artemita.
Demi-dip.
Boxing for young athletes in gym. I love being a young athlete and gym.
Young athlete
All
and
you
old
hear
kid.
is static, but no one answers the call.
Not even gym. Sad.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
24
I love-
hours windows.
I love calling a window.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call
We do
box
not have
is
2 minutes
silence.
of patience.
No one
Or
answers
one.
the call.
No.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Just slap it real
You hear
hard.
static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything.
There's
My
one of
balls.
these.
Hear them breathe.
My balls, they ache. I mean, we're not gonna hang up, right? We want to
No.
know who this is.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
That sounds like a ghost.
Yeah. I am the ghost that haunts this
Have you come
building.
to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
I love my wax cylinder voices. I understand what that means.
Not a clue.
To me, this just reads like it sounds as if her voice was being played off a candle.
Yeah, that was
That's
what
the
I would
only thing I
imagine
can-
as well.
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Yeah.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
We're a god.
It's a woman,
Did we call him before?
and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who
I
cares that
think
you
so
don't
too.
remember her? Just go along with it.
Come. I love this. Come. Yes, it is me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
I think that is a transcription of because that's how you
Wax
transcribe it
cylinders,
from
like- Oh, they're just like.
LPO. Oh,
I like
Thomas
the idea
Edison.
more that she sounds like a candle.
I mean, it has something to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Michelle, just please.
Damn.
Okay,
ASMR.
it is not us.
Why did you
We
even
are
call?
Michelle.
I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
I do want to pretend we're Michelle.
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
Is she drinking the water again while talking?
No.
Oh.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally once again.
She
I'm
sounds
very-
like she's about to cry.
We don't want cry.
She doesn't answer.
Oh.
Stop crying, you evil.
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
Waves quietly. What?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Yeah.
Press the number sign on the keypad that terminates
Oh.
the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
What is volition again? Let me
Wax. Why does wax cylinder help us?
Oh, that's like keeping your shit together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
An old call box
Why does-
with a matrix of push buttons lists all
I
the
don't know.
companies in the East Delta Congress Center.
Well, good we have this wax cylinder.
Good that we have this candle. We can light it on fire, just like Fabro and Staxi.
Let's definitely not do this yet, though. Like low isn't really. I think the white ones we should only try if we have like above 50%,
Probably.
and the orange ones only if we are like almost 100% sure we're gonna win.
Or we want to lose.
True. But I don't think we want to lose this one. I want to know
But I don't
What this
want to
random-
lose.
watery ghost is.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Yeah, that sounds like a very interesting
That
place
sounds like
to
a
live.
musical. But then not. It doesn't have like the wording
Well,
isn't
it sounds more
musical,
like some
but it's
kind of opera to me.
no. I'd say it's because like the concept of a fortress accident sounds like a musical, but then the wording of fortress accident doesn't sound like it. Like you know, like the
Or like maybe some sort of
bus
like
thing.
some short film made by some like students that just got out of college and want to make
Yeah.
like their passion project about World War II or something.
Yeah, it's like a fortress where everything went wrong, and then you know the guns
Yeah.
shot. And, yeah.
As you
Stuff
can tell, by
points,
the way,
yeah.
our where is it? Conceptualization is very high in real life.
Yes. True.
Revishal Ice City?
Silence. No one answers the
Because we're
doorbell.
not gonna speak to a whole city.
Hey, whirling in
Nothing
rags.
happens after you ring the
Whirling
doorbell.
in rags does
They don't
not
want to talk
exist
to you.
anymore.
Really?
Nothing happens after you silence. No one answers your call.
I want pinball though. And
This
empty
button
card.
looks new, but
Oh.
someone has removed the name card.
Oh.
Nothing happens when you try to
I
ring
was
it.
doing best
this
drum
button
roll
looks new.
ever, and then
It's
it
probably
just,
not
no.
connected yet.
Well, I expected a bit more from the.
Yeah. That was a bit
Though I do
disappointing.
really want to see if we can get in.
An old call box with you hear the same waiting room
Perhaps
music,
we
but no one picks up the
kind of
receiver
fucked it up
anymore.
by
Mm.
not trying to get in because this is blocked off. Maybe we can try again another time to get in, but
Yeah.
we. Is there any other way to get in? I don't think so. So there is a very large hole in the
Wait.
back
If
of this
we,
building.
on the roof, because like Clash is always on the roof. How could we be sure that she isn't Sinterklaas?
True.
Say Nick.
Also, how can we get to the roof?
Can get in via the back door of the bookstore. That's a rhyme. You can get in via the back door in the bookstore. Hear that, Eminem? I'm coming for your ass.
Yeah, I imagine that you could get in through the bookstore. Though my question is, how do we get to the bookstore? Or, to, like, how do we get through there? And also, how do you... Does Clash just kind of levitate up through the roof?
Yes, she does.
Like, how does she get up there? Like, there seems to be probably... Yeah, there's something here. You gotta talk to the door? Like, you can talk
Hey,
to
door.
doors now?
How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hate what happened to your husband the other day. I hope it's fine. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left the chainsaw on. Anyway, you want to fuck me? That's it.
I mean, I know the
really
other way you can probably get in is just ram through it with your incredibly strong physique, but...
With your very, what do you call it? What's the word? Numb shoulder. I mean, by now it's numb, definitely. Well, I mean...
Also, mañana time!
Mañana. Is it time for
Hello,
mañana?
man. How can I help you?
Just talking about mug.
Damn.
I mean, we can talk to him about a bunch of stuff.
The janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
Two is very interesting. Three is also very...
I
Or
kind of
is-
want to go for one.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Okay, and then the
Los
Horde
Ardis?
boys.
They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Eberhard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Well, then, yeah, they are just like us, because we would listen to Everard's law above the law.
Mhm.
Like, we
Love you,
might
Everard.
be... Well, no, we're not the law in this playthrough. But we do listen to Everard.
Yeah.
Armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I
Smart.
went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Yeah, he is
Serves
probably...
me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Do you think that when we get to the end of the game, to the castle with Princess Peach, the right one that has Princess Peach,
Yeah.
you think that's like, then we're gonna like get in there, like, Princess Peach, I'm so happy to see you, and then actually it's gonna be like Kuno, like in front of me, like, what the fuck are you doing? That's my wife.
No, I know how it's gonna
Hi,
go.
Mickey.
Mañana is gonna be our Luigi.
Does look like it.
We together
Bit more
will
fun.
merge into one and become Mario.
As in as in us and Kim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
us and
not
Kim.
Kim and not us and Luigi.
And then
Luigi.
Kuno is gonna be Bowser, and Everard is Peach.
That
Gotta
is
save Everard
damn
from
true.
the clutches of the evil Kuno.
Yeah.
And then we get to kiss Everard on wherever the hell his lips actually
Yeah.
are.
That is very true.
I
Yeah.
learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
Now, Kuno S, I mean,
I mean,
I don't
Daisy,
know enough about Kuno
I guess,
S, to be
'cause-
honest.
Because
like
No wait, or
she
is
could be the good.
no wait,
She
pause or
could
so.
currently still be on the good team, but also on the bad team, and I don't know which one.
I feel like they're both very annoying, but you know, not bad people.
What
Yeah.
else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
I love
How
it.
does it come off?
I love that. I have friends at the library. That's just the this is the best thread ever. Like, oh, I have my information at the library. Woo! Damn! Yeah. You don't.
In part,
Do you have a
Oren told me.
Monday's pass?
The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Sadly,
So,
yeah.
as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Yeah, what about the leggings? Was he just going pantsless?
Yes.
Or
Extra
they're just
commando
gone.
mode.
They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
They just kind of evaporated. Okay.
Sure. I thought it said I'm amphibious.
Oh, is this like a little fun collection quest where you get to find the pieces?
Like in
All of it?
the puzzle.
There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied. He finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
I don't care. I want to find
And
clothes.
Lesky's epic then, all across Martinez. I
Mm.
hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Bonanza.
I don't remember what bonanza means. I just remember it's
Bonanza
a fun
is
card
one of
game.
those yellow crooked fruits that you eat.
Let me real quick Google.
You know, I was gonna say as opposed to putting your ass, but you can also do that if you want. They're both possible.
A situation which creates a sudden increase in wealth, good fortune, and profits.
Bonanza?
Yeah.
Huh. I would have
And I
described it as
remember-
either a festive situation or sale.
And okay, so apparently there's also a like movie called Bonanza, and there's also Bonanza, which is a old card game about beans, and I remember playing it a lot as a kid. Don't remember any of the rules though.
Is that bonanza as in bone ansa? Like the Dutch word bone for bean?
In Dutch it is, yeah. In other languages it isn't.
In English it's beananza.
No, it's bone as in B-O-H.
B-O-H? Bo?
Yeah,
Bo?
I don't know.
It's a minor
I
nuisance.
don't know what word
It's
that
all good.
is.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Wait, I just realized, yeah. We don't even know if Mañana is his real name. He just says, call me Mañana. Huh.
Yeah.
That, I just noticed that now. That,
But I mean, frankly, call me Manana, then, you know, Manana, it's, in French, it is his name, and in Spanish, because, you know, because obviously.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious
sense.
talk sounds like communism.
That my brain
Just so
took
we're
it
on
now.
the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Ooh, Everard.
I think it's
info.
best you make up your own mind now that you've made it. In my, I guess you kind of
Oh,
get to be the
shit.
village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
I love how we are
By that,
asking
you mean
Manana for
corruption?
dating tips with Everard.
Yeah. We like. It sounds like we're doing police business. No, these are
My
dating
heavens,
tips.
why
Yeah.
would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
What is ascetic? Ascetic.
Ascetic. Not ascetic. No.
What is ascetic?
Ascetic. I know how to pronounce it, but my brain just loves ascetic. Ascetic. I don't know.
Well, Google time it is.
Google time.
Ascetic.
A
It's
person who
lifestyle-
renounces material comforts and leads.
Yeah.
You should have talked as well, because that would have been funny.
Oh.
A
Yeah, but we
who-
both have a different one.
Yeah, but then it would have been funny because we both had a different
Okay.
one.
Okay. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
A person who renounces
person who follows
material
a
comforts
aesthetic
and
life.
leads a life of austere self-discipline, especially religious
Mine just said-
devotion.
Mine just says a person who follows a ascetic life.
Great. We both got the
And
noun
then, like,
then.
when I scroll down, it's like just someone who doesn't
Yeah.
do things.
Kind of like, abstinent, but like not specifically in the ways of.
But I love how it just. A person who is ascetic.
Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no
Understood.
non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Oh, picture time.
Sure thing.
This was great. You feel mentally reinvigorated.
Oh. That was. I thought we were gonna show him the picture, but no.
Oh. Yeah, I that was only from realizing we didn't show it, like, as in we got the picture, not as in we got the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
So we were faster
Oh, we
enough than
can-
I was.
We can tell Kuna that he's a bitch. I like telling Kuna
That
that
is
he's
great.
a bitch. I want to think. We get XP from that, okay? We can't say no.
What was it?
Oh wait, no, don't measure head. We take this door.
Don't
still.
measure my head.
Oh yeah, you can call here.
The already familiar
Call me
cold cup
mañana.
of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the answer.
Shall we try to call Manana?
Should we?
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
We can dial a random number. Maybe it's Manana.
It's unclear whether you actually
Really?
have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing
That-
vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Wow.
Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
So we just lost 10 cents.
That's kind of mean.
Okay, I do love the fact that you can just put in the money. And that's it. Also, was there anything else here? Is there any bottles here we can grab? Yeah. Bottle. That's a lot of bottles we can grab.
We are rich.
We are getting rich. This will easily pay us for another trying to call someone. Okay, but not every bottle. Oh, then
I looked at the back.
I didn't fully realize that. Not every bottle like will have its glowy thing around it, where you know it's an interactable.
I just looked at the background with those wild pines.
Since you were last here.
Wild
If
pines.
anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
With the wild pines containers, and I was like, huh, look at that. They're containers from wild penis. That was very amusing to me.
Also, we can try this because it's a yellow, and I just want to have it.
Yeah.
I want to do it as often as we can.
Yeah.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your
I love rhetoric.
No,
I love
it
that.
is possible.
I love that
Trust me.
rhetoric is telling us that we can't rhetoric.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a... Oh, wait, no. That's just the one I pulled up. Friend Leo.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Of course.
It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I just realized that's a pun. They're aching. Bathhouse, you can like get a massage and take a warm bath, etc.
Oh, I did not know what a bathhouse was. I thought it was just like the place
No
where you have
trouble
like
at all, mister.
saunas, probably.
No trouble at all. It's like that
Sauna-
old saying
that's-
goes.
Bubble
Wisdom
baths.
withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
That's exactly what a bathhouse is, yes.
Oh, okay.
They have saunas and bubble baths and massages, just like...
I did
know.
not group massage in with the group of things that I would call a bath. So I...
No, that's all
it's-
like part of the standard wellness buildings.
Okay.
It's in the
Oh, that
container,
one.
my friend.
That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Oh.
Told you.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
mister.
Kim,
I
you're
knew
always so
it.
smart.
No trouble
We
at all,
have-
mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes.
Huh.
Wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Okay, so we sadly don't have any funny ritual to do with Leo whenever we talk to him. Like the pots and pans, which is sad.
Yeah, that's sad. What if we just, every time that we hear the aching to come back, we just start hysterically laughing for no clear reason at all?
Also, we can't get back there yet. Probably only after our first date with him. We get to go to his
Mr.
bed.
Dubois, a pleasure as always.
The boys.
You don't have to
Thank
sit
you.
down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
that's such a good...
Yeah. Hello, everyone. How is your big fork been? Big fork?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry.
Hey, yo,
One
that's a
question.
lot of XP.
You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
Well, we love him. We gotta be honest to him.
I don't know how to do dating, so you're probably better.
We broke his trust, but we're gonna be honest with
Just
him.
as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
Everett has a rainbow coalition.
He was testing you. And you succeeded.
I love how
Now
he's...
let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out
Sorry,
who's killed
I'll
who
give
and
you a
why.
sec after he's done. Yeah.
Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This is going to be good.
I always start talking exactly when I do.
Yeah.
I love how Edward, just as us before, used exactly the phrase culturally antiquated mug collection.
True. We truly are one and the same.
As see, that's how it would be.
Yeah. I love how we can just police work mug. I mean, do we start with the mug and then do the lynching, or do the lynching and then the mug? I feel like the mug is cool. Not like that way, but...
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
Wow.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best, helping people, with the power of politics.
I wish you were.
You're welcome.
Like, I wish you weren't.
Yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
That was a misclick on my part, yeah.
Misinput. I love how he's just so sarcastic about it. But it
Yeah.
still feels... It's still... There's still, like, wow. Somehow it's still great.
You know he's very sarcastic,
Yeah.
but he
it's
feels
so-
genuine. Like, the way he talks when he's sarcastic and when he's not is the same. Which means you're just like, racist mugs in the trash and the apartment. Wow, such a good job, guys. You know, I am so happy that this is what you're doing instead of like doing an actual police work. That's such a good job, my man. Like,
My man.
it's just, I love that.
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that.
That's a
All
lot of
I
no.
want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
He I don't know why, but he just sounded a bit like Sumo Void. Doing like a bit of a weird voice. I don't know if that's always been that, but just now.
I don't
Believe me,
think-
Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high caliber case like this.
I don't hear
Not this
Azuma in
one.
there.
But
No, the
he
last
does
one
live
I feel like
nearby.
it did. but
Maybe it's a
no,
pedantic
not really.
weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't
Maybe
mind me
with
saying
nasal
so, I
voice,
feel like a
you know.
real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Yeah. He imitates bashing something with an imitat.
And then with the face, this baton just as big as his fork.
I love that. He's just like, wonk, wonk. You know, kind of like a baby rattler, just like.
No, see, no, I have the image in my head of him just like waddling on the street, and then he sees he sees criming, and he just runs toward it with a little baton, and he's like, "Oh no, stop! No, stop, Harry!"
Wait, maybe he is Baton de Baton. One of the best
Baton.
superheroes ever.
Yep.
He has
Maybe
the physique
he
of
is.
Six Pack, but he has the powers of Baton de Baton.
He just has it all. And he has the appeal of bueno excelente.
He does.
If you don't know who those are, they're a real... You should look into
If you
that.
don't know, they're like a couple of DC superheroes,
I was a bit
and they are honestly some of the funniest superheroes ever. Oh, and he has also the knowledge of how to make super things like Dog Welder, which is how he welded a clock to a swordfish.
I know he welded 12 more pieces of iron onto an already long fork.
He did.
I think he welded his own baton together.
And oh my god, he's just a whole team because he also is friendly fire because he wants to be our friend, but he accidentally hurt us by letting us sit on the chair.
Yes, I'm sure that was accidental, right, Everard? He
Yeah,
would never do anything
it
to
has
hurt
to be.
us. Just be in denial all the time.
Anyway, let's tell him he's doing a good
Would he?
job.
I'm not so sure about it.
He would.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
I love how this actually cracked him up. That's so cute. He was just like, you're too kind.
He's a bear.
Dee-wee-oo-woo.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines.
Wild
To scare us.
Pines!
Another violent measure of the top hats against us fat cats.
It's the Top Hat Clan? No. That's impossible.
The wild penises have top hats.
It's
Wild
just
peanuts.
penises wearing top hats. Well, you heard it here
This
first.
fight is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group.
Beautiful.
They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Damn.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing
Oh.
in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
Wait a second. Wasn't the security contractor the, like, where... Joyce, wasn't she the new security contractor?
I don't know. To be honest,
Like-
no clue. She is a woman
Any
on
real-
boat. That's what I know. And she likes disco.
True. I feel like those are the only two and they don't give us...
Fun
Oh,
fact.
she's the negotiator.
Fun
Okay.
fact about disco. Disco uses a 4 on the floor, just like jazz, and it's where the bass drum does like doom, 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 so like all the way through the beat. And then metal invented the 8 and the 16 and the 32 on the floor. Like oh, it's a great demonstration. I know.
Very great demonstration. Like,
Yeah, probably one of the hardest things about metal. I sure can't do it. Anyway, let's go.
yeah. Yeah.
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
He's also a great mercenary.
I'm talking big,
Yeah, and he's probably
ardent
shooting
killers
in our
with proxy
direction,
wars
so
in
even more
Yisud,
friendly fire.
Semenine, Sadamaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Killing
I
children
mean-
for the pineapple company?
I'd kill
Oh.
children for the pineapple.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
I want to know about the village
I
elephant.
want-
Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs
You-
and their brutality are very real.
You have a metaphorical elephant. This man is getting better every second. He has so many big things. A metaphorical elephant, a big
I
fork.
really love the idea that if we would have our drama maxed out, currently we could just say like, you have a metaphorical elephant, and like,
I would absolutely love if we could do that.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there, I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
That's so cool.
He doesn't get off
I'm
the
an old
chair
man, Harry.
ever.
My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun.
He doesn't.
You should try it.
He doesn't
We
lift it
should
himself.
try that.
We should try it, absolutely.
This sounds like the best date ever. Riding with your date inside their house, flying through the sky.
Yes, I just have
But enough
one.
about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
there's one difficulty because Kim is standing right behind us and he still has the, he still remembers the conversations that we had on the balcony. And now he's hearing us talk to Everard. He's gonna get jealous very soon.
I think Kim can share.
Can he? I mean, what if we develop a dual personality
I
disorder
also
in the
love
game?
the fact that my brain fully remembered our fanfic on the balcony to be real. I was like, oh yeah, that conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we can fully read. I think it is worth it though to tell people about the amazing.
Yeah, I would probably some of the most spicy things are. Where is it?
It's somewhere within our Twitch little thing.
Yes. Suddenly, another figure joins you on the balcony, wrapped in black by shadow, with the smokes in his hand. The fumes draw a thin line reaching into the night sky. In its other hand, a piece of paper. The figure steps into the dim glow of a street light and reveals the identity of Kim Kitsuragi, your trusted partner on the case. Oh wait, wrong line. Before the magical moment is ruined and you can say anything, he raises the piece of paper for you to see. On it, 2 more figures, both standing upright in a conjoined position, yet with traits of animals. Animals. One of them has their leg lifted, and the other has their hand looks at their friend's ecstatic face with a devilish sort of pride. I remembered what you said the other night, and I just couldn't let it go. I had to draw them. His name is Starfire, by the way. Ocean chose to say thank you, Kim. That's a great token of our friendship. Thank you, Harry. It means a lot to me. You probably don't quite remember get that from me at all times, but it's reassuring to have someone like you next to me. Oh well, I guess I'm usually next to you. Either way, it's good for any team to work together, and I'm glad to make steps toward that. I keep forgetting that he's French.
You do. Yeah.
And then,
and then,
hand.
Where is that hand?
We can't say that on Twitch.
We cannot say that on Twitch. We can just say the last little 2 sentences.
Yeah. What was? How did that work again?
So the thing that Kim actually says, we can't say, but then he starts to notice a red blush forming on his cheeks and averts his gaze from yours, or rather, forms an attempt to remove your gaze from his.
But that is neither here nor there, Inspector. You say nothing and show him the picture you made. Oh wow, you made your own. That's okay. I'm not. That's all dick talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made some real art there.
You very much made some art.
I'm gonna look back on that later, and I'm gonna be like, "Yep, that is art."
most of it we cannot say on Twitch.
No.
I think we would be banned for
better
sexual
not-
content,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is.
Very
It
interesting.
is
Yeah, so that's
incredibly funny.
in our head canon now, right?
Yeah, we now have that headcanon.
Yeah, so whenever it's technically the options aren't in the game, but you know
They should be.
but they are in our hearts.
One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
What? Oh wait, I thought he meant Kuno. I was like, what? Kuno is the negotiator. Oh my god.
I think you fully misunderstand.
What? Oh no, cause like I get it now. He's the man who's the. No wait.
He isn't the negotiator, though.
Yeah, that was
But
Wait, so
who likes hanging out and trees? Okay.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
I think the one before.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not
Oh.
pushovers.
Everard doesn't like him.
We got grit,
Oh.
Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who do the
There's a
pushing?
militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
Cool.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
No, that sounds cool.
They're like you guys. Idealistic
Cool
people
crime.
who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
No, that sounds cool.
So the
Cool crime.
idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Hardy doesn't speak in such a cool way.
He has
He
a big
probably
brain.
worded it differently, but that was the idea.
Oh well,
Sure sounded to me like
Damn.
they killed him.
Everard betrayed me.
I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Yeah, smart.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty.
They're
I'd like to see
mayonnaise
the man who
boys.
takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
The mayonnaise boys and the lawyer girl. We don't even need what's the friendly fire and Bueno Excelente anymore.
we
Just-
already have the
He
superhero.
places a lot of faith in that.
I love the
lawyer girl.
mayonnaise boys.
Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway,
No. He doesn't make error. He only makes love.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
I thought for a second they I thought they meant like they sent in lumps of clay and sand. But sediment is a name, a nickname, I suppose, for like a, but it's not clay. Maybe made of clay, or she,
I am
or
actually
they,
more
or the-
and more starting to understand the strike people, though, because if they had to strike
yeah.
just to be able to not have their feet cut off,
But like,
I understand.
These
right
guys
to
turn
wear
up and
protective
start
footwear?
beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just
Elephant?
happen to show up during strikes.
I hope there's an option of you have an elephant.
That does sound quite unlikely.
You
Yes,
mentioned an
the
elephant
big
goat.
guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord,
Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all
Liz.
fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Damn.
Pretty zealy.
Oh, they are simply
Better
fine
than
young men,
those.
all 7 of them. Exemplary union members,
7.
always working to advance their
I
position
forget
in the
how many
local
there were
socialist
before.
democratic movement. Core members.
7? How many? How many did we think there were?
Either 6 or 8, I thought.
I felt like there were 5.
I think we're both stupid and it
Old
was
Theo
7.
used to run them, but things really kicked into
Damn.
gear when Titus took the reins and named the
Damn.
group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
No,
Damn.
he rolled a 3.
Deal with
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders.
Almost all.
Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Or do
I am,
you say?
you know, with Everett saying we should trust them, I fully trust them now.
He's betting on them being useless to you.
Yeah,
But
I
of
wanna cooperate
course,
with them.
it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
Thank
I'll
you.
do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
That
Also,
were
Harry,
very sexy.
here's 5 real.
We are rich.
I mean,
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 reals.
oh,
The
thanks.
lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Good boy. A real team player.
Woo.
Now, do you have any more questions?
Nope.
Was it a good talk? I'm not
Yep.
sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course,
Mayonnaise.
I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yeah. Yes, Harry.
You should.
It's like I
Maybe
can't
at
fully
the third
trust you
date.
if you're
for
not a man
how
of
much
the
is
left.
it now?
I want to,
Uh,
but I just can't.
You really
A man
want
of the
me?
left. So you have to be a social democrat.
So, I mean, we would choose a political, one of the political parts just for him, right?
Yes. Please.
Yeah.
For
We are more left than
hard-
him. We're
hard-
so left that if we left him, he'd cry.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know
Yeah.
how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs
Snitch.
everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And
Yes.
what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you.
Of
You
course.
just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
We accept the
You
task.
bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such
No
a pleasure
questions
to be
asked.
working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal.
Damn,
I
they got
hear
a
there is
pawn
some
shop?
trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
I tried to do a very funny
Most
joke
certainly,
with
Harry.
the
Nothing brightens my day like
Yeah.
brainstorming
what
these
is the
things
joke?
with you.
It's not a pawn shop. It's a pawn shop. See?
But nothing brightens his day like brainstorming things with him.
True.
By all means, Harry.
Sure is a storm going on in those brains.
Okay, so we just have to get these signed and stamped and then sent out. That's easy. Yeah. So if we were to get the... Is this the socialist one? The socialist... He is the socialist, so we need to do the socialism. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I have
So you have... Actually, let me just look through them. None of these are named socialism directly, but that makes sense because none of the others are named the thing directly, so... Okay, so we just gotta find the socialism.
We need to find socialism.
Anything for my Everard?
My error. Okay, so sure. Mazovian. Oh, Mazov.
Socioeconomics is the communism one.
Yeah, because Mazov is Lenin. Or Stalin or Marx. Or...
Is communism socialism?
It's a form of socialism, right?
I mean, like in the game,
very
is that
social.
the socialist one?
Oh, I believe it's just Mazov's form of socio-economic or social is communism. So it's
true.
Socialism
the word
isn't just communism, but
the word commune, like, is in it, so makes sense.
in what?
Like in communism, community and stuff. Yeah.
Community, yeah.
And that is very social. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I did not.
I'm using words I know and comparing them and their etymology, so
The
I
word
understand how
apple is not in liberal. Therefore, liberals don't want you to eat apples.
Indeed, that's how I think.
Instead, they want you to eat libraries.
Also, I don't know why the circle is now constantly around us, but
We just got a bad headache. We drank too much again.
in the game there are 4 options: communism, fascism, moralism, and liberalism. So from that I expect that communism is the the socialism one.
Wait, what were you saying? My brain was exploding.
I'm pretty sure then that the communism one is the one that is the socialism one.
I guess so.
So I guess we gotta become the communists then. Anything for Everard.
Damn.
Actually, that's...
What?
In my brain, I'd far more expect Everard to be, like... Because he's a businessman, to be, like, very capitalistic, but...
I guess so. Well, then there wouldn't be any businessman in... yeah, I guess there wouldn't be any businessman in communism. That is how it works. That's not even, like... Yeah.
So, we get another slot and do this one?
Yes.
Oh, he just.
Oh,
He
true.
represent. Oh, true. Yeah. Why can we? Do we not have any little pips left?
I don't think so.
Oh, that makes sense then.
I believe we
then
put
when
everything
we
in
can-
rhetoric last time.
Oh yeah, we did.
Rhetoric really sounds like a name. It's Roderick, because it's red.
Oh my god, it is. Are
'Cause-
there any, by the way, that we still can do? No, all of the rhetoric ones we've already done. Joyce's capitalism. Also makes sense, yeah.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Hello? No, I misclicked. That is not how you go downstairs. That is not how you go
Pretty sure it
downstairs.
is.
Okay. So, now that we've talked to our Everard, the beloved, let's continue to try and get through the door. Also, thought.
The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Yeah, why am I thinking?
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
True.
This is a Caprice Canema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to
It's just
their
a brain
highly
telling us
successful
about the car again.
workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the
know,
lowest racing
the
breed,
thing is-
Furv series.
In real life, I am very much not a person interested in machinery, especially. Well, I think machinery is cool, but I don't understand why everyone has this big deal about specific brands.
Oh,
But in this
no.
game, I don't know why. I just love whenever we're just like, yes, that is a Zebedebedebe banana machine.
Wow.
Made in
I
73
love it.
by the Red Bananas. Just.
Communist banana.
That's just. I don't know why, but I love that. Though in real life, I absolutely do not.
Yeah.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Canema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
I have no idea what that actually means.
It's not.
And I
don't know
Okay,
if that's,
I actually
that's
do
what the
know-
kind of time that it represents, but
do know that that is very much not bad, especially for how it looks.
for how it looks, no, not bad.
For how it looks, that's very impressive. I
Yeah.
think.
Though, if you would
But,
take the
like-
blue thing off, it's gonna be like a, because there's like, there's some brands of cars that go for like really cool looking cars. There's some that go for off-road cars, and there's some that just go for fast. One of those brands is Adam, I believe it's called, and they made like a car that kind of looks like this if you take the blue thing off, and that one is like was at least one of the fastest
What
cars in the
blue
world.
thing?
The blue box that you sit in as a human.
Oh, you mean just take off?
Yeah, kind of just wheels
yes,
and a
yes.
seat. And that thing I believe was like to 100 or one to something. At least it was very fast, much faster than this. It could go.
Also,
Anyway, whatever.
a thing I just realized, this is a very stupidly made car. I just realized I don't have a lot of car knowledge.
In what
But I
aspect?
have enough knowledge about aerodynamics that this means that the car wants to lift off.
Yeah, that's not intelligent indeed.
That seems like you're losing a lot of grip,
Yeah. It.
especially in the front, where
Yeah.
the steering seems to be,
Probably because that's how
which
most cars. I don't
true.
know
It
if I
could
know.
also have four-wheel steering, but still.
But it's unlikely, and then still those would only be 2 contact points, which would mean that only one part of the car would actually try to turn and the other would not be influenced.
Yeah, so you
and then
just kind of go
would
slightly
drag and
sideways.
stuff, so you go, yeah, it would be very not good.
Yeah,
it would probably
if you'd
crash
make this
you
in
really
real
fast.
life, you should not drive it.
You should not go 180 at least.
No,
Like,
at
and
least not.
it's also weird that because that car is only useful if you have a very big forehead. Because with your legs, you need leg space if you're longer than 30 centimeters.
But
with
also,
your forehead, though.
Why is the roof glass? Like,
Good question.
why do you gotta see above you? And
The
also, why is
ceiling.
the giant engine like in the top back? This just means that with
it's a high
the
point
lift
of...
you're getting from the
Yeah.
front lifts it up, and the weight at the top of the back just really wants to weigh it down. So this
Yeah.
thing will probably, if you go from 0 to 100, it probably just does a wheelie and tears off the motor on the backside because of all the glass shatters and you die.
Yeah, that engine is in one of the worst places I think I've ever seen because it's so high and you only need a slight bit of angle or like a slight bit of force from the from acceleration and inertia to complete the triangle, and that then you fall over just onto your back, and 180 kilometers is not a speed
Very
at which you
fast.
want to do that.
No, especially because the engine, it probably just either gets shredded to pieces from the tarmac,
Yeah.
or it just flies off. Also,
Yeah,
I
it's
really
not-
love the fact I am not at all a car person. Again, I really do not have any interest in cars, but my god, this fictional car fascinates me.
It does not. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm like missing, but I don't know. I would not think this is a great design idea.
No, let's
The
hear
high
more
center
about
of
it.
balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
But
So, if you go over a small bump or something hits it from the bottom, it's going to damage the large battery.
Yeah. Also, if it's
Also doesn't
just
seem-
a battery bank, then it's not a power plant. It's just power storage.
That too.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Looks impractical.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I wanted to. I think it's very cool. It's
if it
impractical, but
works,
I like it.
it's cool.
I like it.
You want to take a closer look?
Yeah.
What is it packing there? Look at the tits. What?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Cool.
Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18 GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
One sec. We finally did. Oh yeah, we did. You like to look inside containers. Oh yeah, this is the one where we get to open things.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, let's go back to car.
Yeah.
Okay. Mama, sir.
This car is made of macaroni. What?
Let's say this because that
Yeah.
sounds like we're smart.
7.2. Supercharged. Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so
it's
modest?
me. It's
Put some
me.
zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it
He
down.
was never that interested in us. He just likes the car.
Well, he likes the car too.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ooh.
Helium headlights.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
We can do it together. Car
Maybe.
date.
Yes, definitely, maybe.
We get to go home with him.
We maybe definitely get to go home with him.
I love the fact that he's like not says no. He likes us
And
enough.
means no.
He likes us enough. He says yes.
Yeah.
We gotta think.
The Jamrock Shuffle.
Yee.
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Can we get the cocaine skull?
My favorite skull cocaine. Okay, so now... Oh, we can find better loot in locked containers. So if we use our cool power tools to break open literally everything, we're gonna get better stuff.
Hey Kim, that car of yours, is it a container? Let's try it out.
Yeah, let's try it out. We have both of our power tools.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
Love me some
preheated
famous
gauge.
cocaine.
Nope. Sad. Okay, so now that we are the demolition crew,
Yes.
we should always be holding our demolition tools unless we see trash, then we pick up trash. Right?
Yes. Sorry, I was
Oh my god, I just realized how stupid I am.
Hello, stupid.
So, remember how we have a crowbar?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you,
Oh,
covered
that
in dozens,
doesn't have
if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Shall we try to run through again?
Sure.
Just to try? Oh!
Oh!
Oh, wait. Is that... Yeah, no. Haha, no shoulder itches.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's
Oh,
going to take one
it
more
was a
try to break
success.
through to the other
Yeah,
side.
it was green.
But you've done it.
Oh,
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
I thought because we lost HP it didn't work. Yeah.
What do we want to say? Also, can we not choose not smash into the... Can we not choose power?
No, now we have to.
Damn.
We're committed now.
We have too much pizza. Too much flunk. People seem to make up words for like flunk or schwung.
Yeah.
And gusto. Those don't sound like real words.
No. Okay, so do we not say anything? Or do we say, fuck, it hurts? Those are the two funniest ones.
Those are very
Just
good.
break through and stand there menacingly, or just say, fuck, it hurts.
I mean, I also like the idea of breaking through a door, entering a room and saying, "Welcome to Revachol." Welcome to
I
this
love the
room.
idea of this. I love 6. I just had an even better thought about 6. You just walk through and you're like, the pain is unbearable. Can you feel the burning fire?
Ah, yes, I can.
Okay, so we do this one, or this one. Which one is funniest?
Oh, they're all funniest.
Dice it is. It'll be fucking her.
I thought for a
we
second we'd
didn't-
die because it went black.
Same. Where did Kim
What
go?
is this place?
Oh, behind the door. It's an adventure.
It's the Netherlands! Isn't it the Netherlands? Oh, it doesn't look
Is
that
it
Netherlandsy.
No idea, but my head hurts, Kim. My head hurts. I like this one.
Why
It
is
just-
I?
It's so dry.
It would have been really funny if it was. I don't know why, but I really love the name Artemep
Yeah.
or
No,
Artemip.
Artemitep.
Artemip. No,
Artemitep.
Artemip. I
Artemitep.
think this may be Artemip's boxing club for
I think
young
you're right.
athletes.
So it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
A flashlight?
Take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight
get
falling
flashed?
from the window. Other than that,
Thirsty.
the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed.
Oh,
Now let's move
oh
on,
shit.
okay?
True.
Bent
That's
metal,
weird.
broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects.
Uh-oh.
You are the destroyer, the
True,
bane of inanimate matter.
we are.
Kudos.
Wait,
Did we just get another thing to internalize? Okay.
anti-object tap. We need to internalize this too.
We just have too many things that are great. Stealing, breaking, forgetting, and of
Not
course
remember.
communism.
we are making the most broken person.
Oh, yeah, and living out on the streets.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit in a small place.
Okay,
if
so-
you translate it literally.
We do have to remember that while we're internalizing, we get less pain threshold, which means we can't really smash through too much while we're thinking.
So, wait, is that only while we're internalizing? Sand is dripping from a punch bag.
Probably.
Shot put ball.
Shot put.
That's a big, heavy ball.
Oh, it's like the jeu de boules that they're playing outside.
Oh. Game
I think
of
it's one of
balls.
those balls.
I love
Maybe
it.
we can give them. Maybe we can give them this ball. The ball's hardened.
I love Jeu de Boule because it translates as game of balls.
We can play with it. We can play with the old man's balls.
That's alright. Well, I mean, with the old man's ball, we only have one ball of the old man. We have to grab around some more places, see if we can find the other, if we want to. But I love how we need the flashlight when it's still. It looks still very well lit to me. With those windows,
Okay.
half a wall.
So I feel like for now, we'd want some pain threshold. Because we're probably gonna break more inside here.
Yeah, I guess,
So-
yeah.
So we probably should first do this one
Yeah,
and become one with Everard.
yeah. By the way, because the oh yeah, temporary research bonus. I only just realized that
Yeah.
was temporary.
Yeah, they all have like a temporary negative, and then later you get a big positive. So this one you get better loot. This one you get intellect, or yeah, you get better intellect cap and XP from orbs. This one you get endurance cap higher, and this one you get more money from selling your trash. Wait, extra special collector's edition Terbo. Oh, I guess it's smart if we would buy the map, because then we can. Huh. Only now saw that, by the way.
Damn.
But yeah, let's become. Well, we're not becoming communist. We're becoming Everarchian.
We are great. Or something. Oh.
We are now officially on our way to become Everard Clare.
We're not wool boss. They look unsafe. Smells like leather and sweat. My favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite Ben and Jerry's taste.
A
Can we
barbell
lift
lies
this?
on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
We could not.
Embrace Everard thought.
There are no
Yeah.
collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
So I don't think we should do this yet. I think we should wait until our head doesn't hurt.
True.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Oh, that's a good thing to know before we do it.
Yeah. I think it. I mean, maybe we can find them and put them on.
It would be a violation of
Yeah.
EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Okay, we noticed the collars, so now we are even better at it.
Great.
We know it's unsafe, so we're gonna do it better.
Yes. We doobie doobie dooba.
That's a lot of things.
Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. I'm stuffed. I really hope I think the chance is significantly small, but it would be very funny if at some point we're like walking through the darkness and then suddenly like a chat thing shows up and you see the woman from the bookstore like, "What are you doing in here?" I'm like, "Ah!" A large demi-john full of strange liquid.
Drink it.
Small john. They also have a
Also, I
big
love
john.
the horror music.
Airship roaches covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades.
These are people, but not really.
A naked mannequin torso. Something about cow color. A strange yellow color. But where are the clothes it used to display?
Free money. Stealing
Paid
from
money.
the ghosts.
Oh no, it's 312. Blue velvet, softer the touch. Moth bitten. Extra good. Is this Emma's atelier? Who the hell's Emma?
Like from the doorbell, we saw all these names of like little places.
Oh, it's just
Didn't
someone
answer.
I did not remember. I have 3 worms' short memory. Steel rotor blade
Yeah, so
bearing
this
a
is the slippery
slipstream
stream.
logo. I guess that makes sense. Production schedule filament memory.
Why does it look like some
Memory
sort
sticks.
of like
Like it.
super magical object?
This looks like you'd find it in DRG and be set for a month.
Yeah, this does look like an error cube.
Yeah. Skis with slipstream printed on the
Looks
laminated
like
top.
someone
Sorry,
tried
skis.
to reconceptualize their business
On
there.
a top layer. Top layer, what was it? Top layer.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Makes sense.
That's a good question.
It is sad, right?
It is sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
kind of mean.
I don't know. Reality seems to have some people called Ruth. Not sure if you knew.
Yeah. It's very ruthful. Well, I mean, like...
Is that it?
I mean...
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
Is this an elf
That looks
with
like
a sword?
elf or a dwarf. Or
It
a
looks like they had
dwelf.
sex and
or-
made a dwelf, yeah.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.
I wanna see the
These
drawings.
lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Cool.
Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Damn, more world
You should
building?
adopt one of those welkins as your persona.
Persona?
No longer a man, but a welkin.
Well, if these Welkins are a real race, then that sounds very weird. If they are a fictional race, then that sounds cool.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like
Actually,
cracked
in
marble.
English you call that
This
tall.
is clearly a welkin supremacist.
Oh.
The note says, all
Oh,
non-welkin races
no.
will be purged.
Major
Oh,
The
head, stop
Houndor,
it.
Great.
the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged.
Hey,
Imagine a
dwarves.
world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
This game just becomes a fantasy
Yeah,
game.
20 minutes we get, like, fucked by an ant. And
Yeah.
that's just it. That's the rest of the game is just sex.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Who are these creatures? Who
I do want to
are
know who
these
they
creatures? Are
This
they
looks like a
real
concept art
creatures?
for a project. It's not really real.
are. Oh, it's concept art. That's interesting.
More like concept.
Then I am-
The fart. Ha!
Some people really like building a world, I
Please
think,
go.
even if it's just for a
Oh
game.
god.
I do. I love making world building.
I am
Political
not even gonna.
commentary.
I don't know if
That
I'll
one
ever
has a
use
great
my
beard,
world for
too.
like anything. I just love world
Just look at
building.
those details.
Where
So much effort.
It's not a said Jeff Art. Who the hell is Jeff? And my phone
The
just
photo
making noise.
collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire
Trees
oceans have been
groaning,
frozen from shore to
Ants
shore.
groaning.
There are
Me?
pictures
My
of
sex
settlements
has
on
been
dried up
indefinitely.
riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Was something about end fucking again.
Uh,
Oh yeah, the moaning, groaning trees, which fits in the
Ah.
picture.
And also, entire me have been frozen, which happens quite often.
How often
You
have you been
see
in
primitive
crisis?
oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
I really just love kind of the lengths at which electrochemistry goes. Just like, yes, you see this wall, it's white,
Yes.
like cocaine. Like,
Let me some cocaine wall. Do you want to do this wall? Mm.
it's just so random. Like, yes, this dark and cold picture, it feels cozy like eggnog and drugs.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Wow, such a cryptic word. Running.
No, I think it's sprints from, like,
Sprite.
what's it called? Oh, we're supposed to use this in our everyday stuff in school because, you know, software more like business, and we have to work in 3-week-long sprints. Yeah, Scrum, that's it. We have to work with Scrum. So we have to have stuff done every 3 weeks, and then our stakeholder comes, and then we need, well, we don't waterfall, because that's another thing. It's not fun. It's not programming.
I don't understand any of this.
It's business, and business is boring. I also don't understand it. I've had to rewrite my
It looks a
requirements
bit
for the
like
5th
an
time
academic
now.
calendar,
Anyway.
only much more brutal.
Damn, they murder?
Minimi
Damn,
stands
Murphy
for
Academy.
a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Mini-Me stands for the small guy from the what's the from I have Austin Powers. That's the one. I just looked on my desk and I found it.
I mean, I dropped out of school quite a while ago, so I have no idea what actually goes on in a school.
Yes. Yeah, schools are not sure I like them.
Yes. But no, you're wrong. It actually stands for Mario is not in my anus.
I love it. It's a me, if you know what I mean.
Well, actually, no. I think it works better. Mario is not in my enema.
I guess. But isn't it an inherent property of Mario not to be in an enema? An enema is enemy. And not to contain Mario.
Enema.
Eminem.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Why was my brain like, oh, then you can play Minesweeper?
Interesting.
I'm just like, oh yes, a grid. The word field, minefield, Minesweeper time.
It's just like if you get the wrong square where there is a mine, it just says failure. That's just it, and you have to rethink your life.
Yeah,
That would be
it just calls you a failure.
Yeah.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Prodding what?
Filament.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and heat death of the universe.
My favorite slogan: Heat death of the universe.
The full text reads, heat death of the universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
So basically here they were just trying to make a new D&D.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind?
It's cursed.
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
Maybe it's a
This is the Ream
fridge-puter.
Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Okay, so Kim is right. We should actually first... I forgot that we had the time limit. We should first look for the fridge and then inspect everything.
That is true.
That's a big bear. That's a fridge!
It's a
frig
bear,
bear.
You
bear
see
fridge.
a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Smash.
This must be the fridge you were told about. Look inside. See if it's big enough for the corpse. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
I want to go in.
I only just realized that, you know, the thing last time about like the floor opening up and there being a giant freezer was something I made up and wasn't actually mentioned in the game. So my brain was like, what? No, it was supposed to be like a big underground department where like the floor would fall in, a giant fridge.
I don't remember you saying that, but...
I do. I do better than the game saying anything. I guess I just
The
fooled
lieutenant takes a
myself.
peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Shoots the fridge.
Of course. A giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
I don't know.
Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, we were looking for a giant ice bear fridge with red glowing eyes.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City.
Wait.
A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
I think...
Huge.
Okay, what I think is gonna happen, I'm pretty sure this building is haunted, and when we put the dead body in, maybe we can communicate with the ghost.
Great.
And we can get, like, hints about the case and stuff, like we've done before. You know.
But was that an actual... I thought it was a joke. I mean...
No, that's, like, an actual thing. Like, we've talked to the ghost of the dead body already.
Oh, true.
So, it's not impossible. We rang the doorbell, and it was very much a ghost-like thing. So, it looks haunted.
That's true.
The woman had, like, a locked door with a bunch of, like, little metal plates, which probably were to keep the ghosts out, or in, I guess. So
Because we all know that doors are best stopped by material things.
Yeah. Doors are stopped by material things.
Did I say door?
You did.
I meant ghosts. I love me some stopping a door.
No, but, you know, I do feel like it is very possible that this is where we can just talk to the corpse a bunch.
That's interesting.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough to...
And it looks like a bear.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head. You take
the
feet.
body?
The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Okay, let's do this.
I don't think we can carry the
body
stairs.
Is heavier than you expected. Half an hour to get down to the basement. Then 10 more
This
minutes
is
to
loud.
stuff it into the fridge.
Yeah.
The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
That is true.
You
Yeah.
have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
I think we have
3.
we have to say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus must not leave this room.
Oh.
That's mean.
It's art. This is art. Yeah.
I guess it is.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not be my vision.
Oh.
I would be much, much more conservative.
It is
in my work.
incredibly conservative. It is literally
He's right.
a
His
fridge.
work will be much more
Yeah.
formal.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Okay, so let's not try to remove the boots again yet.
Hmm.
Actually, no, one of our quests is to get all the body parts, so or all the the parts of the armor. So we should. Yeah.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn
Oh.
this into some kind of circus.
Damn it. This is turning
Sad.
into some sort of mega puzzle.
There's that pizza
Okay.
again.
So you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
We could, yeah.
I love how every part of our brain is helping
Wants
us
it.
finish a puzzle.
Yeah.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
We are pretty loony.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother.
Woo!
This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Copperangelo.
Is our name Rooney?
Is it?
Fuck no.
Oh,
You're no Rooney.
I mean, I am Harry.
True.
No. You're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
Didn't he just say we weren't?
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Damn, this is the man of our dreams.
Sexy.
But as I expected, we can just talk to him better in the fridge. Yeah.
Yeah. I love how it
That's-
says
okay.
you're quote unquote smart.
So I am definitely gonna have to very much not accidentally click this ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, though it is very funny.
Yeah.
Just yes, bag him. Okay. Let's first. How good is this? It's even. Okay, so this is good enough that I'm like, you know.
I mean, until we're better at it. Sure.
Yeah, but it's like above 50, so we
Yeah.
can try, and it's a white one, so we can retry anytime.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
meant.
if we
sorry.
get better at it.
You
So-
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
We get fridge magnets.
You get
A friendly
fridges.
cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge or the decomposing body in it.
Check your
Oh
clothes,
yeah, we also
perhaps.
check our
They are
clothes.
all
The
taken
stairs smells
off.
of vanilla and chocolate. Even under
Damn.
this stench,
Yeah,
you
though.
feel it.
Naughty.
Yeah, we also should check if we have any perception.
Good
clothing.
question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Okay,
I know.
great.
What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, The bear is still costing them money to this day.
Yeah, I am very interested in how it's still turned
The
on.
electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
And right then it gets turned off. Like,
Refrigerated meat is much better for coroner's work. Why does art inspire you so much?
Because we're an artist.
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment.
Dictionary.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, why are you saying this? You're not You're the wrong one saying this.
You're mean.
In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Nope.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic.
Though.
With that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I mean, architecture is also art, so...
It's also an art form,
Of
indeed.
course not. It's autism. Box drawing.
That's me!
Masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever.
Also me!
You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture. while
Don't
exploring the
masturbate with a
virtues of the
ruler and a
pure
sextant.
It has sex in the name. What else am I supposed to do?
Music
Only
is
the
art.
most experimental kind.
It...
I mean, technically all music is experimental.
I mean, it... Pop, though. Pop
True,
tries
but
its
they're
best not to
still
be
trying
experimental.
stuff. They're not very good at it, but they're still trying.
No, they're trying to take the same chord scheme through the same machine 500 times, and it just happens
True.
to work
They're
somehow.
No, they're experimenting with how long they can keep making the same exact song before everyone doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah. Hey, haven't I heard that song 10 years ago? Yep.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Where did the
Why-
critic go in Art Cop? I am out artist and out autisming.
I am
Words.
very much annoyed by the amount of things I would love to internalize.
Yeah. Then again, it apparently not like. At least I'm trying to understand what it means, but apparently not music. Also, art criticism is.
No, like, we didn't say that fuck music. We said we do also like music.
Oh, is that okay? So experimental is good. I mean, I guess it's. I would consider it
Quit being
good, but
so
there's a lot of people
indecisive.
that don't.
What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home. Exactly.
We are.
It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
So we can get
We
an
can come
actual
indeed.
art degree.
Yeah.
The most savage and brutal. So basically, we just want everything to be cool. Yeah. Check the research button. What is the research bonus? Perception. Can't even look at this shit. Understandable. Okay, but we were gonna look for our clothing if we have any. What did we need again?
Winning. I forget what for.
Body inspection.
Oh yeah. Not a clue.
Inspect the. No, inspect the body. Where is that? Victim's tattoos. No. Where is the inspect the body? I seem to be blind. Well then. Oh wait, no, it's on the map part. I'm stupid.
Ah. Stupid or blind? Great combination.
Perception. Yeah, I think it's perception. So do we have any perception?
To me, that was just a whole bunch of yellow.
We do not have any perception clothes. Do we have anything that removes
You would say there will be some
perception?
glasses for that, right?
Yeah, that very well could be.
But
The bear's
guess
eyes are still
not
glowing
eyes.
red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay, so let's look at the body.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Stop fondling the dead man's balls.
Damn.
What's this? Balls?
His face, his
What's
cheeks,
this?
his
Can't say
nose,
because it's
his fat,
copyrighted.
swollen lips.
Probably.
Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features.
It's Disney, of course.
Everything
it's
is
copyrighted.
silent.
Is it Disney? I mean, I suppose it's Disney because it exists.
Crawl up his nostrils.
How big is he and how small are we?
Let's just
Vor?
run in there.
They are swollen shut.
Oh,
You need to really push to get in.
We need to shrink.
I
Somehow.
don't
You're
want to
not
push.
far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Okay, what about his mouth? That is the door you put your
The
hand
oral
into.
cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base
More
of the
balls.
mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Play with the balls.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
I am very confused.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
That is... I don't think that's how anatomy works. Right?
I mean, I don't know if it carries on for that
Yes,
far, but
that's what this part is called.
seems accurate, I guess.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has
that's
torn
stupid.
apart his reptilian complex.
Yeah, I do get it's the hole in the Rufus's mouth, but I don't...
Who's Rufus? The fingers are inside the skull. That's a thing I hear
Yeah.
every day.
We're fingering the skull.
Also,
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Damn, really? It's almost like he's dead.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing
Why
extends
does
deep
he have
into
slugs
both
in his skull?
hemispheres.
tasty.
This is what he used to regulate his emotions with. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull.
I hope someone
the
is
cavity goes
eating
further,
right now.
But the entry room isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand
I'm
to
glad
follow.
I'm not.
Your fingers
Alright.
reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
So the thing is, when I get like a auditory description of this, I could very well be eating right now, and it wouldn't really change anything.
Yeah.
Do I get a visual? Oh god, I will be spitting it out in the trash can.
As long as it's not bugs or anything, I'm probably fine with it for it. Oh,
No, I
can
even
visualize it, but-
with bugs, if it's just a description and I don't see it, I'm fine.
Yeah, but like I'm like me. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like bugs. I wouldn't. I'd know. But like, oh, it's a human. I am a human.
Yeah.
It goes into my mouth, even the food. It's.
You get the full
Oh,
five
God.
senses. You feel it. You hear the sound. You
taste the cavity.
his brain. Spectre, stop licking the dead man's brain.
Stop licking the bear on the fridge.
Sharp
His
serrated
balls.
material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Oh well,
I feel like we're very likely to succeed. But I think if we inspect it more, we'll be even more likely.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside.
I'm also, like, I just tried in my, like, not in my head, but on the outside of my head to see Harry has some big fucking hands.
Oh yeah.
Like, it goes all the way into the throat, and then the fingers go up. But he can reach, like, most of the brick. Damn, that's a big hand.
The object that is in there stops
He's
just
good at
short of
fingering.
the skull, in the encephalus,
Yeah.
knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
Do you think that there are people that are into brain fingering?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know there are.
We have the makings of very small exit wound here.
Okay, so, well, there is a rolling 2-1's chance of us failing. We can do that.
We couldn't get it.
Oh my god!
Damn. We couldn't have like gotten any better chance. So
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
One sec, my brain. We almost failed that.
yeah.
We had a 1 and a 2. We are so unlucky with our rolls in this game, because if we hadn't done the extra inspection, we would have failed.
Yeah. We are
Oh
not.
my god.
This is like when I play D&D and I just roll ones for initiative all the time. It's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I just,
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow.
ugh.
Careful not to lose the prize. between your fingers.
Prize. Fingers. Gross.
I love the idea that we're like, oh yeah, the head feels like a glove, sweat dripping from your brow, and I'm just imagining that the man's sweat ended up on our brow.
With a
Like,
plop,
what about you?
your hand emerges from the mouth,
About to plop.
covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower,
Like,
a blossom made of lead.
what if you're like, oh, I kind of wiped the sweat off my brow real quick. I accidentally do it with the wrong hand, with the, the one with the glove on it. So That would be.
That is still inside the man's head.
Yeah, with the sharp object.
You just kind of bump the man's head into yours, like, oh fuck,
A
wrong
bullet.
hand.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
Is this?
This is not the bullet we made. We into
No,
his
no,
head.
our
right?
bullet went through the chest.
Okay, cool. Well, cool. It's
Also,
still not
interestingly
well packed, but,
enough, or well, not interesting, but luckily enough, we're wearing gloves, so it's not that
A
bad.
non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
I mean, we can give him the bullet, right? We already took the picture. He can have the bullet.
Sure.
Sharing is caring.
No, no, you deserve it.
Oh.
We can log it later.
Oh, that's so
We need to
sweet.
add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4.
Can
Oval
you
entry
know we
wound
love
with an
these
abrasion
guys?
color.
No.
Soft palate, back of mouth.
Wait. He shot himself in the mouth then. Or someone shot him in the mouth.
Maybe us. Are we
Eyeball
him?
Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury.
Yeah, I very much do think
That seems
Well,
likely, but they
it
give us
seems
the option,
very
so-
likely. I don't think the cover-up can go that deep, but
I mean,
at
maybe-
the same time,
I mean, Kim might just say like, "No, you were stupid." He's like, okay, yeah.
no, at the same time, we thought it was the hanging that killed him, but this seems more logical to me.
Yeah, because he
Right?
wasn't struggling.
Yeah. So I
And
think
one
this
last
is
thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Yeah.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Indeed.
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the
Yeah.
real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Dead. Baba doop doop. What the hell, Harry? Why does this go through your head? Dead. Bada doop doop. Do it. Say bada doop doop. I really want to.
I think there are currently 3 brains saying exactly this, what Spectre is saying. I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess 4 brains if you count Harry's.
4 brains.
5 brains. Damn.
We all love doing the dead dubbity doop doop song. Now we just need to do the dead dubbity dead dead dance.
Well, Ocean, surprise us. What's the dance?
Wee wee wee.
Love me those auditory dances.
I mean, yeah, you can't see me doing it.
I
but I did
can.
the wee wee wee.
I've seen you do dances before. Don't act like it's so hard to see you do a dance.
True, true. Daddy dubba doop doop. Daddy. Daddy dead. Oh. But yeah, I
I have had
agree.
my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought.
Indeed.
There was no satisfying explanation. There have been
So
other
did I
signs
think.
too. Small thing. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Yes, we
There
are
is,
too
of
cool.
course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Yeah, he was both shot and hanged, but
True.
let's be honest, if you get shot and hanged at the same time, you're probably not really gonna feel much of the hanging.
Either way, it's not fun.
No.
Well, I mean, there's people into it, definitely, but I don't think I would enjoy that.
Like, we can suggest it, but I don't think it's gonna be...
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things.
Yeah, indeed.
Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time.
Yeah,
And this just smacks of treatment to me.
I think so too.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Yee.
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
And I do need to watch
You
myself.
really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Yeah, I will.
Only in
Okay,
the
so he's
evening.
just like, yeah, you stink.
We are stinky.
Yes, we should take a closer
Look
look
at me,
at it.
I'm stinky.
I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
True. True.
Yes.
We bag the corpse
how
and
bullets
carry
work
him to the
often.
holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
Huh, okay, so Kim will be gone for like
I'll leave that choice
half
to
the
you.
day.
And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After
Yay.
the battle reports,
Friend.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side
We're still
tasks,
in the
and
tutorial.
even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Okay, so we do very much need to plan ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can leave the corpse for a bit, I assume so. So, I think, first of all, our main plan should be, tonight we're gonna steal the shoes. Tomorrow, I don't think having Kim bag him, at least in the morning, is a good idea. Because, well, tomorrow we're gonna have to do a lot of exploration because tomorrow the water lock is gonna open.
True.
And we will open the water lock because we're cool like that.
Also, I suppose when Kim is gone, could also be a good moment to steal the boots.
No, because he's taking the body.
Oh wait, is he? Oh,
Yeah,
smart.
we would tell him to take the body with him.
Oh, like that. Okay. My brain did not
Yeah.
work.
We'd be like, yeah, you can take the body home and do whatever you want to it. Yeah, we will have the whole day alone if we let him take it away in the morning. But I do think it's smart that we at least do our first inspection of the other side with Kim, so that we have the backup if needed. And then afterwards, we can spend the rest of the day talking to Everard.
The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. I mean, the wall's still accessible, but just not in the same way as before.
Yeah.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Now we can explore
colouring
without
it
the body
pitch
dying.
Yes.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building.
Cherry.
It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
I want to get in.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Cool.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I am hallucinating. Let's...
Wait,
Yeah,
really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
yeah, we should.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
Ancient
Maybe you
hands.
could paint
Thanks.
something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
No, it wouldn't be. We failed that. That's sad.
Damn.
No.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Oh.
Smart.
Oh, I guess kicking it was not a good idea. I want to kick it
Thick
again.
layers of coal.
That's sad. So far, our destructive behavior has been very good.
An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here.
Cool, cool.
Hidden banana man. The frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Or is that? Oh, there's another one.
One sec.
Like it's a similar.
See you, Spectre.
Hi, Spec.
I think maybe if we hold the fruit bag, I think there might be some trash around here
Mew and
that we can
Defeater.
use. So.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Let's not unplug either of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make some ice cream and
We
maybe.
need ice cream.
And let's not unplug the thing that's keeping our body intact until the body's out.
Intercom wires running into the breaker room, where people break things. Ooh.
Clothing? Ooh. That's a pretty dab. Let's real quick take off our jacket. Ooh, that looks good. That looks real good.
Oh God! Don't think fishnet stockings look good on a dad bod.
It definitely does look great on us.
A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. A wall. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
Damn.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period.
Huh.
Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
That's cool.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are
I
these
like
any
rifles.
good?
Most
can
of
get a
them
gun.
are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still, beautiful thing in its own way.
I mean, we can sell it.
It means
maybe.
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an
Yeah.
interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
We might be able to become a weapons collector.
Mm-hmm.
Can we really not? No. But yeah, we can sell it. It sells for a pretty good price too. Can we look inside
A
again?
few bricks have fallen.
Not much, no. Okay, let's first inspect everything that isn't upstairs before we go downstairs. Or,
Upstairs. Where?
yeah. Let's inspect everything except upstairs. Yeah. You get what I mean.
I
This
think I
old
may.
fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely
Who is
ancient.
Alabaster?
The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
I don't know what pesantic means, but sure.
It's very pedantic.
History classes, students with their textbooks open. studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
That's some good numbers.
Unclear. It looks like
Numbers.
a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
I mean, I think it's art probably and not medical.
I mean, it seems like, you know, like random like radio frequencies and then capillaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it isn't actually
You think
medical.
so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Art.
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who is the game?
Someone
master?
very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Okay, I feel like they're literally just explaining the lore of the D&D campaign
Yeah.
here. Perhaps they're gonna make more games like, ooh, that would be cool. That,
If
like,
this is
all are
gay,
connected.
then who is Play Boy?
Game Master.
Whoever
Weird,
decides
eh?
to call in to a
Both.
call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Kinda sounds like it, yeah.
Exactly. This schedule,
Ooh.
I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay, so we want to do this one, but not yet because we don't have pain thresh. We need our pain threshold, perhaps. Do we really want to be the art critic?
I don't.
Don't really.
I
I want to
really
be an
don't.
artist, not the
Yes.
art critic.
Equally so me.
So we just want to do this one afterwards, like after we're done here. And furthermore, do we need? I don't think we need to upgrade anything here yet. So let's just keep our level up point for now.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten
Now let's
and
put the box
unused.
in the box
Its
machine.
keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Let's
We have
ask
one
him,
of these
though.
down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The
I'll
machine
try.
lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing
That's a
fluorescent
funky
play and print
sound.
keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's
I
central
like
compartment
this sound.
is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
It's also really cool how it's just floating in there, like
The
only
filament
attached
you
by
have would fit
cables.
perfectly inside the compartment.
Okay, so I feel like just pressing play and print won't do anything.
Like a
So
smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
so we
A
play.
bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is
Hey,
the
Fortress
16th
accident.
Lindian
Cool.
repeater station. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Wait, are we talking to an actual person?
I don't know.
The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I mean, I don't think a hint or birthday is gonna work.
Why
so
not?
Let's just be the police.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for trace accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Let's try a hint.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Give me a hint.
Still no.
Oh.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Yeah, that's what I
Fortress
thought.
accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
The game.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
Any other questions?
Just okay. Honestly, I
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I like Yvonne.
I am not paranoid. Why would you even say such
I
a thing?
work
Are you
as a
against
repeater at
me?
the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job
Are
to
they?
know where you
Are
are,
they?
Fortress
Huh?
Accident.
Why do you even need a password? What are you working on some secret stuff that people want to break into?
As
Like,
for me, well,
seriously.
I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are
Talk to you
still
later.
smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Okay, I don't think print does anything until we have the password.
Nothing happens.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we just want to find the password and then open up the thing and then go inside
Okay.
and do cool
What do you
stuff.
think is
something
going
to
on
Kim?
with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
That's actually a good question. Perhaps it could be some kind of actual more important thing.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
I think
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Okay, so basically they were making the first video games.
Yeah.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Cool.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Yeah, we really just need to buy the board game.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people,
Yeah.
possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't
Okay,
think
not the
anyone has
first
attempted to
video
create an
game.
inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death
Yeah.
thrown in.
We can buy the Whirl board game.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
It does sound really cool.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Damn.
We can try to finish it.
No. I am cold.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay, so Kim likes RPGs. That's cool.
Oh, he does. I thought he didn't.
No, he does. He was very... He sounded very interesting in this. So either he likes the technology behind this
An
one,
iron safety
or he
curtain
likes...
curves before your eyes.
I thought it was
folded like a
technology.
bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way
Could be
into a
both.
colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above
seems
the
very
central
nerdy,
furnace
so-
in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Bonk,
What an
bonk.
odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Bonk, bonk,
Still
bonk.
nothing. No one's home.
Bonkity bonk.
Those curtains
Oh.
prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
I got an achievement. Enemy of the physical realm.
We should really
Band
have
up 5 inanimate objects.
we should really have internalized that thought before we went to breaking all stuff.
Well,
There
yes
must
and
be
no.
another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Use some
Maybe we should
else.
ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
Well, the thing is, if we do it now, we'd have a way worse chance, and we can still do it later.
Shoes in a puddle of melting
So,
snow. The floorboard creak.
also, are we just collecting postcards?
I don't know. Are we?
I mean, we have this one, this one, this one, and now this one.
I guess we are.
I guess we are truly collectors. That's the thing, though. We haven't actually sold anything yet. We've just been collecting stuff.
I was gonna ask, do we even know? But I guess we could do it in the pawn shop.
Yeah. This was where you go upstairs, right? Or am I
What?
stupid? Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Oh no, that's out. Where is upstairs? Is this upstairs?
me upstairsing alone at 3
This doesn't feel upstairs.
with the boy.
Me and Kim at 3, boy.
The age of me and the boys is over. Now it is me and the Kim.
Me and the Kim.
Me and the Kim driving a Kineas Cupra at 180 kilometers an hour. Was it miles an hour?
Kilometers.
Kilometers, okay. Because otherwise, I just realized if it would have been 180 kilometer or miles an hour, that would have been much more impressive.
Oh.
The hallway is blocked by old window panes and something else.
I didn't see it.
Looks like the remains of the 24th window repair shop. That's the 24th window to repair they need.
How do we actually get up, like upstairs to where the voice is?
Rocket shoes.
Good idea.
I remember the secret door in the store somewhere.
You broke down the back door.
Yep.
The wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Indeed.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Haha, you died.
Just a door. This
I
place
love how
is
we're
curse
shining a
protected.
light into her
Don't
eyes,
call it
like.
the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house.
Ghost companies. Uh-huh.
I feel like it's just people think there's a curse that if you're directly part of the building, the company
I hope
fails.
you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is
Yeah.
coming to get me as well.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Why did every name is Anus?
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All
Yeah,
right.
sorry.
You
not
know
from
what?
around
I'm willing
the
to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
The facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Yes, the malignant
think.
entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably.
Oh.
I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
I mean,
Yes,
did hear
I've
voices.
heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some
Well, now I
unnatural
wanna go
magic, I
back.
assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace.
We
Maybe you
should.
could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
I will say
Check the
it's...
furnace
Okay,
again.
but please, only a few questions. You
I-
wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
I want to say, an economics mage that makes companies fail is one of the less cool examples that I've ever heard of magic.
True.
So, yeah.
But it's funny.
Sure, but it really...
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
I mean, perhaps the people there also died. Maybe it's like if you have a company, you
It's
You
the
died.
curse
doomed.
of financial distress, of
Oh,
ruin,
never mind.
and bankruptcy.
Okay, it's just going bankrupt. It's cool.
Okay, cool. We didn't kill her.
But officer,
So-
there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
I mean, there are real demons that do that, but well, not real, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. Our internal demons.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence.
There's an
As if I was unwanted here.
Maybe it's because you're an asshole.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Cool.
Wow.
So you are
Void
about to
raves.
die.
You have new words.
I love new words.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Seaman.
Oh, maybe we can talk to wheelchair woman. Forgot her name. Maybe she likes cryptids. Maybe the thing here is a cryptid.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to
Thought it said
compel people to
copulation for
buy
a second.
books.
I haven't been very compelled to buy books. The only thing I've been compelled
Yeah.
to buy is board
There are
game.
numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement
And
spell,
map.
for
Well,
example.
steel map.
It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers
Indeed.
around except you.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know
Of
what
course.
to do and what to avoid.
Yes. I'm sure that magic is incredibly important for economics. They are so
True,
closely related, as we all know.
I mean, economic, esoteric, they sound almost exactly
Yes.
like the same word.
I always came back in economics class and the teacher was like, hey, are you ready to do some magic today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that funky little hat. I guess that was it. I guess that was like literally wizard hat, and he rode in on a broomstick every day. That was. I guess I could have seen this coming.
You could try to be friendlier.
My voice is trained to perfection by true sales professionals, good sir.
Oh.
I paid good money for those courses.
Those
Too much
poor
money,
horses.
even. Perhaps I should have bought some wards instead.
Maybe neither.
Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Cool.
I'm not sure that woman's voice sounds any less bad than, me going up and it's kind of close to that.
It sounds nearly the exact same.
Yeah, I did an incredibly good impression earlier. Actually, I just noticed that when I go up, and then I couldn't do it again.
I don't know why, but for a second I thought she turned herself into a bear.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Hey, kicking the furnace had a reason.
Great.
Physical instruments. Do we have any physical clothes? Or are they all mental?
Oh god, that reminds me of the story of what was it? The Emperor without clothes. No, he only had clothes mentally.
Okay, nothing reduces it. Nope, okay.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Hello?
Then,
Are there any cuties up there? Yeah.
I summoned a ghost!
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble
That sounds
upstairs.
like very
The sound
bad
of a
voice
curtain being
acting
pulled
from
aside.
here.
Yeah.
After you,
No
officer.
offense, but
I probably said what? You've never done voice acting before? Let's just warm up with some. We're gonna put a ton of reverb over this anyway, and we can hear it, and then they just warmed up. Oh, maybe that's it. Or we just didn't hear it well.
Yeah, it just kind of sounded like she was talking without actually.
Definitely had an accent.
It could be the.
This tray is full of
Dice.
dice.
Ooh.
Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Damn it.
Well, this clearly is someone who enjoys D&D.
Maybe it's a different system though. Something like
Could be,
Otis
yeah.
Maestus or
Hello,
what's the German
I'm
one?
Nia.
A bird-like one.
They they just enjoy dice. Novelty dice.
Did you
mind
try
you.
knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Death.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly,
These what?
they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here.
Wait.
Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
I am. So. She then was. Huh? We didn't knock on the window. This is the window. That's the door.
Yeah.
So how? Huh.
I'm a novelty
confused.
dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
No, that's the
Role-playing
ghost,
games?
miss.
You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Ooh, does that mean if we buy some role-playing games, we can get cool dice here?
Very
I do
good.
like dice.
My rate is 10 real per set.
That's
Unless you
affordable.
want something really unusual.
What
Take
if
a
they
look
can
around
enter
and
the
see
body?
if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
I love
No
this room.
falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field.
Wait, so all
with
the
too
dice
much
in this world are
competition.
made of gems? That's so cool.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of
Cobalt is not a gem.
That was my first order.
Okay.
I grew it from there.
Out of metals and gems.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Ha, we're nice.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty
Also
items.
true.
That's
Of
I
course.
like a dice.
Tell me what you have in mind.
Cursed dice. Extraordinary. A normal die. No, we don't want normal dice, right?
We want to die in a special way.
Yeah. I mean.
Jumping out the window here would be quite interesting. What?
I'd like a dice that helps with
I think I have just the right
Kim
one
is
for
also
you.
here.
Yeah.
You're a police officer, right? Here,
Indeed.
catch. They're a gift from me.
Free
A
dice?
beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Oh god, we're overthinking it. We
Mr.
caught
Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
We
Wink,
are a
wink.
movie.
Oh, what are the odds? The
7.
red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
That's
She
very
winked
cool.
back at you.
What dice
Can
are
you
they?
believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
Could have just said
You'll
polyhedral.
definitely need luck in Martinez.
Right.
Was there anything else?
What did you say?
It said something like polyhedral or whatever, but like not specifying how many poly. I believe.
True.
So what kind of a die is it?
Could
Of
be anything.
course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Probably
I
either.
also want
What
cursed
do you
dice.
mean by cursed?
This cursed is my life.
I want
All
the
right.
commercial area.
How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
We want that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there
Goodbye.
anything else?
That's like in the middle of the. That's very late, but sure. That's when Kim is probably in bed already.
Hey, you have
so-
some cool die? Yeah, I have some cool die. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
We're inside the
Yeah, I've
chimney
seen
of
cool
an
die.
old
What?
central
Best
furnace. It's strange, I know.
I love the idea that just. Did you see
But
murder?
when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Great here.
Yeah, Kim likes.
When
this.
she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
True, a lot of them do.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
I don't think it is doing well, yeah.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
I don't think it is. But it doesn't look cursed to me, right?
I love
Wait,
3,
no, the door.
Like, love us in 3 just like talking about like, and its customers, you know, us.
Not us.
not us. Those other, you know,
actually,
Clash.
I think the blue door
Kim.
might be that it's cursed. It's clearly
And then
cursed.
there's me. I've been here for 14 years, selling
That's
novelty
long.
dice
14
to
years is a lot of
role-playing
years for one
enthusiasts.
head.
Not exactly a million real business
How do people
idea,
get up here?
yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Yeah, I think it's because she's cool.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor
Yes.
work ethics?
Yeah.
What you're describing isn't a curse.
Yes,
It's
it is a curse.
capitalism.
It's capitalism. I mean,
Is it now?
It is.
I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight.
I just talked to a dead body.
Well, if you ever find a way to explain
True.
all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh,
Yes.
quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Do we care about the hair salon?
hair salon.
Yeah. I care about the broken windows.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong?
What could
with
go
this one,
wrong?
right?
There are only like 18 hours in a day. The rest is night.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
I wouldn't.
What's the snuff milieu?
Exactly.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Sad.
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
That is interesting.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
I think you know.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
You?
I don't think I might have known. I don't know if I know. Anyway.
Get off.
Yeah, like the one definition that people always use it for, but I did.
I am very sure that that's it.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
I also want to know.
You
about
mean
the
Mr.
animals.
Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Don't care.
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
What the hell is an insect right?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
I really hope our world never gets fucking insect rights activists. Like, no, we need mosquitoes because they're also bloodsuckers like us.
Because they exist.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Yeah, I don't think insects actually can feel...
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
They don't have
As she
feelings.
shifts around,
They don't have
you notice several dead
pain.
flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Here's sunbathing.
Anything else?
Do insects do that? Probably.
Probably.
They're insects, you know.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
That's understandable.
Understandable,
Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I was
The usual. They ran out
No
of
one
money
knows.
and couldn't get the project done on time.
Yeah, no one knows Leonard Cohen was wrong.
Well,
I
I
don't
did
know
hear
what
them
that
talking
means.
at times.
Some people get it.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
It did look
Yes,
impressive.
but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Understandable.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No,
True.
scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. Especially if you
I can't talk about the drinking part, I don't know that. But showing
Well,
up,
that doesn't really make
showing
it
up
harder
for
or
school
easier
is,
for me, but...
I have drank water before I'm in my life, and it never
and so
makes
is
it hard.
producing something extraordinary. Anything else? Oh
The bear,
boy, the
yeah.
fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
There's a body in there.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather
Do you know why
innovative
there's a
ideas
body
about
in there?
marketing. The bear was one of them.
Penis.
Now ask me about their other ideas.
Why is there a body in
Indeed.
here?
What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
That's not a
And
lot.
by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Huh, that sounds familiar.
Fritter does the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex
I would.
predator.
There's a
To
dead
make
body in
matters
there.
worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually,
good to
Ravachol
know.
ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 soaked caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Why is there a dead body? I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
Oh.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Interesting.
The fridge Megatherian.
Sounds cool.
It does sound pretty cool. I want to know more about
Megatherian, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I don't do drugs anymore.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Am
Anyway,
I?
now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I mean, I guess we can ask about all of the others.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Very much true.
Banana.
That hits home.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Also.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Oh. She has cool hair too, I assume. Maybe she has dyed hair. That could be cool.
Why is her hair
It wasn't
dead?
really a gym, it was Artemides Boxing Club.
She has
a community
dye
project
hair.
created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Kuno definitely needs that.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's the...
Who really is Kuno? We know the individual Kuno, but what is
Oh yes,
this
one.
you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
I want to
Yes,
do the other
I've
one
heard
too.
him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
The same ants.
Yes, I've heard him
I
yelling
love how
profanities
this-
in the backyard.
This makes her understand.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually,
no
the
one would.
coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Also, electrochemistry, I think, just is an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
What's
Yeah.
with the
Never made by a
rollerblades and
company
skis?
called Slipstream.
skis.
After they
Skis.
pivoted from making rotor blades to
Skis.
skis, their
Skis.
chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Yeah, I am very interested in the guys.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the
skiing.
props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
Oh?
No, wait.
Oh.
Forget it. It would take too long.
No, I want to make a sword.
Yes.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
I did.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So, none of these talk about the creepiness. Okay.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Okay.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
Sad.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
No, pinball is cool.
Oh, I
It
didn't
can't
know
be
it
true.
much.
They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
Yeah.
All right, but did this person say anything? Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a
That
prank
is
on you?
really long ago. They have had technology for a pretty long time then.
Ah, it's not that old. I'm like 900.
I mean, did we have like 100 years ago? For us, that's not that long ago, but
Yes, because we are
we didn't
ethereal
have
beings.
things like radios yet, or electric tooth bells, doorbells.
I gotta say, I did indeed not have an electric tooth bell back then.
Me and Kim getting electric tooth bells.
Kim, do you want to get matching electric tooth bells?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Sure.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
What do you mean, just one of them? We've been adults for 900 years.
Yes.
Sure,
I mean,
I'm
well,
listening.
I'm like 896 days.
I'm pretty sure.
Years.
Sure. Good.
Words.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Okay. What about the
Nothing really.
leash?
I didn't know him.
Well, you should have.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working.
Well,
It
then
shuts
take
out
them
most
off.
of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well,
Daily ruckus.
there's always something going on in the
Some
working
people getting
backyard.
lynched, you know. So I'm not...
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Hanging. Literally.
Hanging.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I
Indeed.
never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an
Understandable
odd
too.
profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
You have a home.
She nods.
I kind of thought she'd live here.
Anything else, officer?
That was what I thought she said.
This one is white, and we're probably not going to get our shivers up for a while, so I don't think it matters really.
I mean, I guess we could shiver our dimmers, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
I mean, not really,
no.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief.
Take off your clothes.
That's only for Kim and Evron. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, so they're 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically we just need to buy a map. That's just what the game is telling us.
Yeah.
We now have 2 things that do something with a map. We need to buy a map.
Yeah.
Come, Kim. Mappy time.
Walks through the door.
This work.
It is, if they're opened. I learned that from video games.
Well, actually, this door has a big hole in it, so you could technically go through.
Yeah, but
Several maps have been. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
We can steal it, right?
Not to blame.
Okay.
Slowly, you move your hand toward the map attached to the board. Before you even reach the map, you're interrupted.
Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners.
Oh.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yeah, it is. How
Like
do we
you
look at the map?
noticing us steal.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Okay. Journal. Oh. That's very cool. So if we click yeah, you can see exactly where what is and how to That's cool. And in addition, okay, so we've been able to go everywhere except I don't think we've even been able to go through here. Like
I
to
can't
the
see your
playground
mouse.
thing here. Oh, sorry. I think we've only been able to go to the point that says the word Martinez waterfront.
No, can't see mine.
I don't think we've gone anywhere to the left of that.
Yeah.
So from Wednesday on, we're going to be able to visit the fishermen's shacks and the church and what looks like a giant wheel. Some people with
Giant
guns.
wheel with you look at that and you're like, why isn't that?
That looks like a big
car?
egg. I wonder what was inside this big egg.
They've just got big things over there. Big wheels, big eggs, big cocks.
Could be. But there's a bunch of stuff that we can attempt doing. That's cool. So now we have a map. Okay, were there any other time-specific? Also, we should put away our flashlight and instead grab our tools of destruction. Actually, if I hold this and we go to the map, can I see No. Sad. But then how does the Hobocop extra special collector's edition terror on the map? I don't see any terror on the map. Do you?
No. Maybe it's just known right now.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we already collected all of it. So unless there's like we can find more later, but
yeah, maybe
for
there's
now,
like some
there
people
isn't.
that are gonna throw bottles down on the floor. See? Expands.
Whoa, that was a thinking.
The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica.
I don't know what book that is, but
just like my auto, what do you? Damn it!
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Yes. Boom, boom. That is not how bags...
The box seems
pretty
happy.
sure it is.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Okay, but let's... Actually, wait a second. Do you realize what we did today?
No.
We did not just finish one of our goals, we finished 2 of them.
Is that legal?
I don't think it
we're
is.
allowed to do things that we are trying to do.
The door.
The
door. Knock, knock, who's there? The door. Okay, but now let's tell him that we talked to Everard.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I love clowns.
True.
Yeah, we talked with Everard.
So you went and talked to my mom.
She's your mom?
Now she's making me play with you. Is that it? Lawman?
Yeah.
No,
and
we're
what's
playing
gonna
with
happen
you.
if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
I'd never
would
tell on
though.
anyone. Oh.
Yeah.
Typical Beano Claude. Always a tattletale. Everard sent word you 2 would be around again. That's the only reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Authority 0. Yeah, we just found a
You
bullet.
say. That's mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
Yeah, so why is this bullet in this head?
Yeah, specifically. So.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Oh,
Sire,
good.
it would be
So
an
shut your
event
head before it's gonna be
if
yours.
produced the bullet and then
Turned it
before
around.
their very
Clever.
eyes.
Okay, we're not gonna show him the bullet because he's gonna snatch
Yeah.
it.
That seems very likely.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
No, there was actually a hole in the brain.
Yeah.
It could be that he shot himself.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Okay, let's...
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere.
We're starting to more and more get the authority, though we still have zero authority.
Zero, but
Again,
more
just
than
get the dead guy's
more than
autograph,
the zero
since
before.
you're his biggest fan.
Wait a second, I also just realized yesterday this area was closed off for the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it seems to just be open the entire day.
Good one, Titus.
Oh, we
It was
already
not
did
that good. Thought for a second you click the establish authority, which would not. I mean, actually,
that would not yet be a good idea.
Would not work.
Okay,
Yet,
so I think we are gonna end for today.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Yes.
It's
Why did they have
almost
a
like
sound for
music,
that?
especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Hey, that's new. But yes, after having banged his pots,
in a physical, mechanical way, you know, not they're. I mean, they're probably of age, you know. So it's like, even if it would, you know, it was consensual, but you know, but we definitely didn't. He did.
Yeah.
Or well, he didn't, but you know, he mechanically, you know, with a spoon.
He loves banging and he loves
spoon.
doing
He didn't spoon them. He he bangs and he pots.
And he loves spooning.
He damn it. Damn it! I thought we weren't gonna say that. Anyway.
But yes, for today we have actually, like, I think this is our most productive
we did things,
episode.
so probably it is.
Like, we did a lot of stuff. Wait, what? We completed tracking down our gun?
Oh, it ends on keep looking.
Oh,
So-
okay. But yeah, we did quite a lot today, and I am quite proud of that. That's very impressive. But for today, we will end it here.
Will we?
For anyone on Twitch, thank you for watching, and for anyone on YouTube. Please hit the funny buttons on YouTube, though. They're really funny.
They're like, do you know
check
how
out the
funny they
Twitch.
are? Yeah, me.
Real funny.
They're too funny for my conceptualization.
True, they're
Just
so
like-
funny, it's impossible to understand.
That's how funny they are.
Yeah.
That was just a
but
demonstration, by
please-
the way. It's not like it's still funnier than that.
True.
In fact, it's
But
even
please
funnier
check
than
out-
if I keep interrupting Ocean.
It is. But please. but please check out the check out Twitch.
Great.
Check out YouTube. Thank watch.
Fun fact, for me, those didn't all sound like I was interrupting you because there's a bit of lag. So it was...
True.
Anyway, thamg and
watch.
Tham watch. See again.
Goodbye.
And revoir. And you know,
Ouch, my
kind of
vor.
stuff, kind of like damn vor.